actually, it probably cut off the first sentence. I'm going to restart. We're officially live for Fireside Chat number 78, I believe, if my count is correct. Sorry to, I know there's been a little bit of inconsistency lately in terms of moving some firesides around. I think I canceled two in the last month or so, which I always hate to do, but I've been working a lot, and that's kind of how it's been going. I've been able to, or I've been trying to, as in advance or as early as possible, let people know if it's canceled or moved. So generally speaking, if I'm working Thursday night, I'm not going to be working Friday morning, so therefore I can move these to these Friday time slots where hopefully it's a bit easier for people on British Standard Time to attend as well, or anybody else just based on schedules. It's at a different time, so hopefully it helps somebody out. But yeah, so I guess without spoiling too much, I have been sort of talking about this new system I've been rolling out. It's not really a new system because it makes it sound like it's like a new era. Not really, but certainly a lot of revisions to the handbook, quite a lot. Took me quite a while to work on it, yeah, I spent the last week kind of revising further based on everyone who talked to me. Appreciate everyone who gave me feedback and ideas, stuff like that. With all that in mind, I came up with a second draft, sort of, and posted that in the all thing. Haven't had a chance to read through any responses yet, but I'll be getting to that soon. And yeah, I'm excited about it. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Um, as well, I had one or two other things I wanted to talk about. One of which was and it's interesting based on the attendance we have at this fireside so far. It's kind of fitting because it was an idea I had wherein the fireside chat is kind of split into two different things. And sort of the first thought I had was based on what the fireside chat like what FDR as president did with his fireside chats, which was him addressing via radio broadcast the whole nation. So my thought was, well, what if I just did that as like a short segment, like 10, probably 10, 15 minutes, something like that at most, unless I added on a lecture or something like that. But I don't think I'd want to do a lecture because I feel an important part of the lecture is when people ask questions at the end, and I wouldn't want that to be something just through like Twitch chat or whatever. I'd rather that be a live, interactive thing that people can really attend. So my thinking would be that I'd split Fireside Chat into a sort of just address, like the way I usually begin these Fireside Chats, kind of discussing what I've been working on, State of the Clan, that kind of thing for 10, 15 minutes. And then there's a second event, which I tentatively was titling, excuse me, the High King's Office Hours. And I think it'd be something like maybe there'd be two of them in a given week or something like that. This is all theoretical, but the idea being that I would just for maybe an hour be just sitting maybe here in Server Hall or a different Discord channel and possibly just gaming or working on WA stuff, and it would be sort of like fair game. Anyone can join and talk to me. Um, and it would be streamed live on Twitch, but probably not put on YouTube as a VOD, I wouldn't say. So I thought that might be interesting, but yeah, um, I thought that could be fun just because, I mean, I feel like it kind of serves a lot of purposes because it, I mean, the fireside chat part, I feel like is the important part where it's like many people might want to listen to that. Like, oh, this is like a 10-minute update on the clan. Might be a good idea to get caught up in that. And so it's like you don't have to really worry about attending it or anything. It's just like a little 10-minute segment, that you can listen to while you're playing the game or whatever. Um, and then the office hours part then also would offer, for example, two different time slots for people to attend and actually talk to me. It'd be a longer time slot, like maybe 30 minutes or an hour. And as well, it would hopefully, I think, provide more of an opportunity for like people to I want to say get to know me. I guess I'm not sure how many like random warriors would like hop into it and be like hello, but I guess we'd have to see. But certainly I think it could be an interesting idea. With that in mind, I think following all of that, I do want to get working on some more lore stuff, or just a few different things under the whole lore umbrella. In over the next month or two, possibly. So, with that in mind, I do want to write some more stories. It's been a while since we've had anything put in the new Edda, and I think it's always fun to add more stuff to that. And there's still a lot of codex updates that I've been procrastinating, and that myself and the Historians Guild can work on. And also, we have a oh yeah, still some more mark updates that need to be done. I believe I haven't had a chance to do those. So that is all stuff that I want to work on in the near future. Going through my doc here, I don't believe there's anything else I really had planned. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So yeah. All right. Well, we have I think tripled our turnout in the last 5 minutes I've been talking. So hello everybody, and yeah, just at this point I'll open it up. If anybody has any questions, comments, or anything they want to bring up at this fireside chat.
It kind of reminds me of from when I was rewatching the original Firesides. They were like officer only, kind of more official things. It wasn't really open to the public. That's kind of what it sounds like you kind of want to do.
In a way, yeah. I think I mean, I remember back then, right? We had that, and then there's the criticism was like, well, just because I'm a warrior, I'm like not allowed to like attend this fireside chat. Especially, like thinking of it in the context of the actual fireside chats by FDR. It's like the whole idea was that he was talking to everybody, even like random people that would never like hear the president like that. So I think it's sort of a valid criticism that people had for sure, and yeah, so actually, my idea would be it'd actually be open to anybody, and I'm sure some people would kind of feel weird just like randomly jumping in a voice channel with me if they don't know me very well, or like a brand new to the clan or whatever. But hopefully, everyone would let them know, and people would hear through that like, oh yeah, like it's totally fine. You can just like hop in and talk about whatever you have, whatever questions, join the channel and be like, hey, what house am I in? I don't know what house I'm in. Oh yeah, I can tell you. I mean, really anything. And I was trying to kind of thinking of like if people didn't show up, what would happen? Like I might stream just gameplay of some stuff, or another thought I had was possibly like streaming my computer screen. Like say I was working on codex work or something like that, so people would get kind of a view of how that work is done. Maybe might be interesting. I don't know. Just like random ideas I had. This is something that I wouldn't roll out for a little while, but something I had written down that I thought would be cool to do. Um, yeah, the idea is that it would be open to everybody. At least the office hours part. The fireside chat part would probably just be me in like a channel by myself, just talking, so that I don't know. Like I was saying, I think it makes sense because if people who are just like, oh, I don't care about this, I just want to, I just have a question. It's like, hey, it's totally separate. You don't even have to worry about it. Or people who are like, oh, I really just I don't have an hour to sit here. I just want a brief 5-10 minute update on the state of the clan. Well, okay, now that segment is separate, so you can just listen to that. Then you're good. And then the office hours then gets the way more flexibility because that's the part that it's important for people to actually talk to me live, where people would want to talk to me and ask me questions, stuff like that. So yeah, and I don't think I want to call it office hours. I don't really like the term. It makes sense as for what it is, but it doesn't sound cool. So that would have to get replaced at some point too. Anybody have anything else? Sounds like no. All right. Well, yeah. Well, with the only one question, that's much closer to yeah what I was thinking for the two halves of the fireside chat in the future. But well, let me double check my document here one more time, see if there's anything I did miss. But yeah, not anything that I'm seeing. Like I said, I do want to get do some more lore focus in the future as far as stuff I'm working on. I'm not totally certain what it would be. I do have an idea for a saga. So that's sort of up in the air, but given that the sagas are sort of such a huge thing, it's sort of I really want to be certain it's like a good idea and that it would all turn out well, and also it'd take quite a while to write. So we'll see about that, or if it winds up just being shorter stories, or there's a few other things like I still want to go in and describe some of the different ships in the WA fleet. Not the warband ones or anything like that. Obviously, a lot of you have written really cool descriptions for that, and stories taking place through warband ships have been awesome to read as well. But more so describing some of the I think I mentioned this some many fireside chats ago, describing like the Vigilant 2 and the Seeker and the Varsis, which is one of the forum ships, stuff like that, which are like big clan official ships. Describing those is another something I want to do, and yeah, I don't believe I mentioned this. Also working on the Star Edda, which I think is still a cool concept. Um, writing just for writing sci-fi stories for WA and stuff like that, I think is cool. So yeah, that's definitely what I want to work on. But all right. Well, a relatively short fireside chat, possibly. But yeah, I think we'll probably look to sign off here. And unless anybody has anything else they thought of in the meantime, any questions or concerns here at the end? Sounds like no. All right. Well, thanks everyone for showing up. Thanks anyone watching live or watching the VOD. This has been Fireside Chat number 78, and yeah, I'll put it up on YouTube ASAP, and we will be back next week at Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, back at the standard time. But I do expect some more of these Friday morning slash afternoonish ones to show up in the future for those of you who particularly like this time or like it better. So yeah, we'll see everybody next time.